Enter Salem, if you dare. Every October, the small coastal town of Salem, Massachusetts transforms into something out of a spell book. Part history lesson, part carnival, 100% Halloween.
It has been unbelievably busy this year. We've never seen anything quite like it.
The Salem Witch Museum is often the first stop for visitors. The crowds start to come in September. It offers 2 immersive exhibits that uncover the dark chapter in 1692 that saw the execution of 14 women and 5 men. The second exhibit features artifacts from the 17th century related to the witch trials, showing visitors the evolution of the witch and how the hysteria of that time can often be seen today.
Unfortunately, the behavior that drove witch trials is not exclusive to the 17th century or the early modern period. It's scapegoating at its core.
Salem attracts 1 million visitors during the month of October. First-timers are encouraged to take public transportation like the Salem Ferry, which brings people in from Boston. The Salem Trolley picks folks up at the water, and the 1-hour trolley tour is highly recommended.
So if you want the tour, just jump aboard. I'll take care of you folks.
Trolley guide Mark Scalia says the tours mix history with a dose of spooky.
The trolley is the best way to see Salem. You do an 8.5-mile route, gives you 400 years of history in an hour, and you learn more on the trolley in an hour than you would if you walked around for 3 days.
Mark says most locals get into the Halloween spirit, even though the crowds take over the streets.
My joke is people start decorating just after 4th of July. The flags come down and the skeletons go out.
The Halloween spirit begins long before October 31st. Everyone's got a costume and the whole city is a stage.
You never know what you're going to see or who you're going to see when you come to Salem. Right, Psycho Man? Is that your name? Okay, that's his name.
Salem streets are steeped in history and mystery. Ghost and graveyard tours leave you wondering about the restless spirits said to wander here. Mike Vitka, a paranormal investigator, is a Salem local. He operates Spellbound Ghost Tours.
Where we are right now, this is the Witch Trials Memorial. It was carved out of space next to the cemetery. Nobody's actually buried here, but each one of these stone benches represents one of the innocent victims who was killed during the witch trial.
Mike has been leading tours for 25 years.
We go to about 12 different historic haunted sites. You get to learn the history of the witch trials and hear scary ghost stories, most of which come from our own experience.
To capture the spirit of Salem, head to Essex Street. The pedestrian mall is filled with spooky shops, museums, haunted houses, and all sorts of captivating creatures. From the classic, do you like this time of year in Salem? It's your favorite time, right?
Yes.
You're a man of few words, you know that, right?
Yes, free.
To the scary.
Pennywise, the dancing clown.
That creepy clown straight from the pages of Stephen King's novel, It.
And what do you like to do when you see people come up to you?
I like to feast on their fears.
To the entertaining. Jack, the tall creature, brings a touch of lightheartedness amidst the scary atmosphere.
You can dance on those skills?
Jack is a charmer for sure, but now we're off in search of the scary, and we find it inside the Haunted Witch Mansion. We're not sure what awaits us behind this red curtain, but we are about to find out.
Now we're inside the mansion. She must be one of the witches that died.
Fear is part of the fun, so I cautiously peek around every corner, not sure what terrifying and entertaining sights await. Can I get through this house without screaming?
She doesn't look happy. I can't get out of here fast enough. I'm glad that's over with. It's very scary, not for the faint of heart, but quite fun, actually.
There are family-friendly haunted houses for kids and shops where you can get your fortune read or find some fun and scary Halloween masks and novelties. The Magic Parlor on Essex Street has a little bit of everything.
A little weird, a little creepy, a little funky, and fun.
Rob Fitz from Derry is a makeup artist who has owned the Magic Parlor for 10 years.
It's not just like a business, a casual thing. I love this stuff.
After an exhilarating day of ghost hunting, you're bound to have worked up quite an appetite. Turner's Seafood is located in the old Lyceum Hall, a building that is said to be haunted. But it's not the goblins and ghosts that attract the thousands during the fall season. It's the menu.
So many people come in from all over the country, and that's one of the things we really enjoy is serving people from different parts of the country, different parts of the world who haven't had a chance to enjoy classic New England seafood, which is what we specialize in.
Many folks plan their vacations around Halloween in Salem. These two ladies came from Michigan. What's your favorite part so far?
I guess the cemeteries. Brad, but the Witch's Cemetery.
Centuries after the witch trials, Salem has transformed fear into fascination, with the magic and memories continuing long after Halloween ends. Happy haunting!